to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. It is Thursday, July 21st. We're almost out of July. And guys, you're here with your faves, me, Azam, and of course, I'm sitting next to the lovely Jade, Gwenny Gwenadita, CPL Martha Stuart Johnson. Jade?
Morning.
It's one of those mornings, Jade.
Yes, and I cannot wait for me to just knock out. I just want the weather to stay like this all day.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. One of those mornings where how was the way you put it? You wish you could just ignore today.
Ignore today. And just take a good old serious nap under this weather.
Yeah. Just like how they have, what would you call it? They have like snow days and so in the States. We need like to have proper rain days here. Where the whole country knows, hey guys,
it's raining.
It's raining, you guys just need to stay inside, stay indoors.
Love it.
It's best for your health.
Love it.
Well, nobody running, all the things that people need to be discussing during this campaign, nobody discussing that.
Talking about the wrong things.
Talking about the wrong things, Jade.
About house and land and...
Where the 4-day work week.
Not one politician has hit that platform campaigning for the 4-day work.
As a matter of fact, they seem to be talking about more and more work.
Don't like it.
Well, that's where we're at. That's where we're at in our small fledgling democracy. Oh boy. But other than wanting to go back home, you're good? Like mental health wise?
Yeah man, everything else good.
People in your life doing well?
Yes, can't complain. They're doing well. They are doing well.
Okay. Well, guys, it is Thursday, and you know what that means. Feel free to call in, message, let us know what grinds your gears. For the next few minutes, we'll kind of be letting off some steam. But let's just put this out there. Let's just put this out there, Jade. We let off some steam in hopes that we come to solutions and find and come to some change.
Oh, that's what we just do?
That's what we're saying on the People M Radio.
Oh, because
that is the story and we're sticking to it.
Yeah, man.
But if you have anything that you want to say, I think now would be a good time.
My friend.
Me? See, I've been trying to stay Zen Bailey for for a few weeks now. For a few weeks. And for the most part, I managed to do just that. As a matter of fact, yesterday I made myself a promise that I wasn't going to discuss politics with anyone.
And you did?
I didn't.
Oh, good job.
And I must admit it felt very light. I even went to one of the political meetings and didn't discuss politics with anybody, at least not in any deep way.
So I told you after you leave here at 10, let it be that.
Let it be that. I'm really starting to take your advice as it relates to that, and I must say it feels really, really good. But however, y'all just decide that no, Zen Azem shouldn't exist.
No, for they don't like you like that.
Zen Bailey shouldn't exist. We have to get back. Rat up Bailey. But y'all ain't gonna do it, you. Y'all ain't gonna do it. But y'all came this close. This close to getting it. Yesterday. So for those who tuned in yesterday, y'all would have recognized Jade was here by her lonesome, and I must say did a great job.
Thank you, friend. Thank you.
And it's not because I abandoned my friend. No.
Would never.
Would never abandon. And for those of you trying to put the rift between us, watch it ain't gonna happen.
Some people trying to do
No,
that?
I just been dramatic.
No, really, that's a waste of time.
I just been dramatic.
Scared me.
But I'm here, and it's not because I didn't want to be here. It's because I literally could not be here. Why? Because I was stuck. Just could not move from where I was. Not physically, but by the powers that be.
Yep.
Just slackness. Slackness. Now, I finish this little story by saying, I don't know how we fix this. I just know something needs to get fixed. I feel right. It didn't seem right. And so I am just going to tell the story, and hopefully somebody who is wiser than me could come up with exactly how we address this situation. So Tuesday after I left the show,
You went overseas?
Went overseas. Y'all know like the little day trips.
Yeah, man.
The little day trips. And the thing is, I can't, how should I say it? Like, at this point in time, it's just not feasible for me to be away for long extended periods. Too much things going on in the country.
Yeah, man.
So I head over to the lovely island of Saba, just for a little day trip, do a little work,
We'll get away.
come back, and even when we were planning, everyone knows as him to come back, as him need to be back, so he could do island tea. That is a thing. Now bear in mind, I'm not the only person that has things to do in the morning. Of course, there's people at work, right? People have jobs.
Yeah,
People just generally got things to do.
especially in the morning.
So when we left that morning, we left close to midday. It was a nice little trip over 2 hours. Took our time. Water was nice.
Aw.
Yeah, you would have been fine, Jade.
I realized you were sailing smoothly.
Yeah,
I was a bit jealous, but you know.
yeah. So we did the job. We came. We finished, and again, because we have to be back, we left Saba at around 3:45 in the morning. Bear in mind, we had already spoken to all the powers that be to let them know, hey guys, we're gonna be back around 5:30.
Yeah.
So things need to be in place.
For us to actually enter the country
For us to-
legally.
Right. Things need to actually be in place. Because that's how it goes, guys. It's not just up the airport where you have to pass customs and immigration. If you leave the country, you have to come back. One of the other things about that makes it very interesting for me is you also have to do all the COVID stuff and so as well.
Well, you know,
Right?
protection of borders.
Saba is sinking straight. Saba is like
Don't
lit.
matter. We got to make sure you bring over no pox, no COVID. You know.
Jade, there's more people working at some of the institutions here than live in Saba.
That's not the point again.
Literally. There's more people working at the Merit than who live in Saba.
That's okay. So what you say, I get back in the country smoothly at...
No, we didn't.
Oh.
That's the first thing.
Oh.
Jade, the trip was wow.
The trip back at 5:30.
The trip back at like between 3, we got in at just before 6 o'clock. So say 5:40. So what you have to understand is, and I'm doing this to set the context for what this for what happens after. You're out there and this you're getting bang about. So you just there bang out, the boat going back, boop. You're all over the place.
So I'm guessing the trip back wasn't like the trip going over. So then I wouldn't have been fine as it.
No. You probably would have just say put me off here and whatever happen.
Well,
Like,
actually I would have just let her on the boat.
Jade, you don't understand what's going on here. There was no do it again? There was no there was no let down on the boat.
What do you mean?
Like there was no let down on the boat. How you gonna let down on the boat when the boat going up in the young cup? Like how you gonna let down on the boat?
Bye. Let me
Right?
tell her
And then the
something, right? Die for me, though.
And then there's no everybody wet, like including the people that inside the boat wet. Like the whole there's just water everywhere.
This ain't so funny.
Right?
I'm gonna let you.
No, I mean I expected it to be rough. I've done it for a few times. This actually might have been the second worst. It wasn't the worst. There's one time before that I was just like, okay, you know what? I never got back Sabre, this is it.
Oh wow. Well, Sabre
Yeah.
might not see me bye.
No, but there's other ways to get there. And I think part of it is just knowing when to leave and things. The water was just kind of rough, so but we needed to get back. So what I'm saying is it's actually like I'm just trying to show this is what we went through to make sure that we got back at the time that we told the people we're gonna be back and to be ready to go about our day yesterday. So we got in, like I said, at minutes to 6. Nobody there.
Oh, you thought somebody was gonna be there?
That's what's supposed to happen, Jane.
Oh.
You inform them of when you are entering, and so they make arrangements to deal with you, right? Because again, like I said, you have to clear customs, immigration, and of course the COVID protocols. So we get there. By the time we started coming off down by say Sandy Point, coming up, not even Sandy Point, like down passing like the point of St. Kitts. So we could see Kitishan Hill up on the hill and all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
We done calling like the number like, hey, yeah, we soon reach. Not answer. I didn't know. Answer. Okay. Whatever. Remember them man down there.
Yeah. You know, just ain't realize the phone ringing.
Yeah, because by the time we get down to St. Kitts and this time, we done cut them down now. We realize that we most likely are going to make it back to our families in one piece.
As you should.
Nobody there.
Oh.
Mother's here. Reach. The other fishermen there, some man cleaning down his boat. People down there doing a little morning exercise down and the thing.
Making
Like.
sure they get fit.
But no, guess where hasn't me?
On the boat stuck?
On the boat. Because you ain't supposed to leave the vessel
No,
unless
friend, I
directed.
don't know.
Right, so what's happening is that like even though born here and so I can't just
Oh, you just can't come back
I
home?
can't just come back home and like walk around and thing.
Okay.
So we calling. First no answer. Eventually get somebody, they're like, oh, nobody down there. I must say, however, though, that the COVID people, like there was a young lady, she came in a bus mark and something, look important, like a crest. And she did her COVID checks, looked at the COVID test, which was funny because these are the exact same tests we did to leave the country. We didn't need tests to go over, but we need tests to come back. So we do the test here and then just go and come back with the same test, which is like, okay, yeah. That's the protocol, okay, no problem.
No problem.
So she came and she's like hanging around and she's like, well, I kind of stuck to because I need to let them know that you guys are good, right? That's part of the entry process now.
But nobody there to tell that
But
you're
nobody
good.
there to tell that we good, right?
Yikes.
So she's stuck as well. And people just literally can't take it no more. People get off, people let down on the pier. Bear in mind, your car just there. Like I could literally trust one and hit my car.
So y'all entered the country illegally.
We just literally come off and nip you.
Uh-huh.
So like nobody walking up and down. There's people now coming down and just like, what going on?
Well, I can't move.
They said, no, we're waiting on customs. Yeah. Ironically, at somewhere around 7 o'clock, we happened to see a customs vehicle flying, going west. A man was up by the road who had come down and was talking to. The man stopped, flagged down the vehicle. Flagged down the customs vehicle. Yeah. Hey, got some fellas down there waiting on our overture. Coming back. Whoosh. Gone. Gone, boy, business. The customs officer.
The man left for work.
This is the work, Jay.
Yeah, but he reached at 8.
By this time, we start getting word that apparently they're coming for 8.
Oh.
We tell them 5:30. Yeah? We were back there. Then all of a sudden, it's 8 o'clock now.
That's what time customs open.
Now, my thing is, okay. Let me just finish the story. Because some of the concerns, some I think people starting to figure out what the concerns are now, right? Outside of the inconvenience, there are concerns. But let's deal with the inconvenience.
Mm-hmm.
So with the sun coming up, man starting to figure out what they're going to tell the boss. Man starting to figure out, like, if they'll be able to make it to the nearest food place to get some sustenance before they pass out. Bear in mind, the band perform between 1 and 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people ain't eat. Like, people, like, and the thing is, again, people are soaked with salt, like, just get bang out, almost get you out the boat at least 4 times. And then
you can't get in the country.
you're just sitting literally on the boat for hours. Literally hours, Jade. Eventually, after tons of calls, cussing, people abusing, people snoring, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I go sleep too.
The snore, I was like, wait, somebody come back on the boat? I said, but who he be? What kind of, like, I had to talk to the young fella at the time. I said, brother, you need to seek help.
Yeah,
That's a problem. You're not supposed to sound like that when you sleep. But anyway, that's outside of the thing.
That's between he and God.
Behind between he and whoever, because he
I
cannot live with anybody else.
That's the type of man
As a matter
I
of
do
fact,
not want. As
a matter of fact, I want to believe that he probably live in the hills. I don't believe he live in within society.
No.
He can't live.
Maybe.
He can't live in a community of people and sleep and something like
sleep
that.
in
No man, disrespectful. So after all of this, back hurting, wet. I can't even go outside because my clothes so wet down that like, the breeze just got me like feel like I getting a chill. So I back inside, sitting up for hours now. Bear in mind, some of us ain't sleep. Eventually, about 3-4 past 8, we see a customs vehicle coming back. Now, first thing, if you say you're coming in for 8 o'clock, like, why are you reaching after 8? But anyway, let's
You digress.
Yeah,
You digress.
yeah. Man come down, open the Jeep, stretch out, smiling, coming down, like, bear in mind, this is the same man who passed us 7 o'clock, tells he coming back, eh?
When he come back, at least he did not lie to you.
So 2 customs officers now jump out the vehicle. Same as though the one who passed went to pick up the other one,
Yeah.
whatever, to come back. So we there like, so now man start to cuss now. Man cussing, the man saying, well, by the time 8 o'clock. Like, okay, no problem.
the man do?
No, but okay, but who tell you 8 o'clock? Till now, can't get answer. There, he just there. They just say 8 o'clock. Nobody know who the day is.
The man got his orders.
Ask man done telling you,
Yeah, then you can't stand up for long for you.
Like pulling out kind of cramp in places in my feet that I did not have muscles, Jade.
Lord, friend.
Jade, you have a muscle like in between the flat part of your foot and the part that coming up, like the let's say leg. Like there's a thing in there, that they in there start to cramp.
Oh Lord.
I think, but what's going on here? Anyway, but my thing is the nonchalant.
But the man say he coming back as him.
The nonchalant energy, like the man just come down like, But here the joke now. The customs officers, them can't get in to the container down there at customs. Because the customs officers ain't got the key for the customs makeshift building. The immigration officer who ain't there got the key. So the man like, well, my truth is,
What we could do?
what we could do? But I don't know if it's the cussing. I don't know if it's the goodness of his heart. I don't know if he did just feel bad for us, sorry for us. I don't know what it is. And something end up happening where eventually they decide, okay, yeah, I could leave. I just know me and my passport.
Yeah, no, that's what now.
By that time, I guess the immigration people came, so they were able to take the passports and whatever. But by this time, people got to go. Like, people got to go. Man, literally looking in the Jeep to see what shot they could just scunge up to go into.
Salty?
Salty.
Oh, gosh.
So now, the thing for me is, and then guess what? When we coming off the pier, they insist to search our bags.
Well, I mean, I don't like the drug smuggling type, so.
But Jade, we've been there for 2 hours. We just decided to leave the illegal, the contraband in. Jade, our cars were parked there the whole time. They ain't search the cars, nothing like that. They just.
Listen.
No, they come off the boat now, right? the man said, let me see your bag. I said, for what? The man said, no, I got to search your bag. I said, but brother, I've been here for almost 3 hours now.
So what I have to do with the man and search your bag?
Whatever in the bag that he should not have found will not have been sitting in my bag for 3 hours.
Listen. It don't matter, okay?
When the bag could have passed, I searched the bag at like an hour and a half before.
The man have to go pick up your co-worker. The man has to go.
No, the thing for me is that this is an official entry to the country, yeah?
Well, you know.
Jade, it's not like to say we come in at some crazy time at like 1:30 in the morning or 2:30. We
Yeah.
came in at 6.
Yeah.
If we had to wait till 6 o'clock, I would have been like, okay, fine. But Jade, how is it that even at the official ports of entry, like, nothing there?
Well, you know, yeah. I don't
How
have
is
an
it?
answer. I don't
How
have
is
an
it?
answer
How is it?
for you.
How is it border control when there is nobody at the borders
Controlling it?
controlling it? Like, what's the point?
It's running on faith. It's running on faith, okay? And the goodness of your hearts.
Jay, but my thing is, I'm sitting there and thinking. I mean, after I get past the inconvenience, right? I'm starting to question. How is this supposed to work? Like, how does this work?
You ain't ask him?
Yes.
I will tell you.
Let me see your bag. That's how I say
That's
it.
how it works. They're making sure you don't bring in anything into the country.
But you kind of have to be at the country's borders to see if you're bringing in anything.
Don't worry about that important part.
Oh.
When they get there, that's when the contraband will be found.
So my thing is, every time I've thought about, and we've spoken about it here, illegal, smuggling of contraband into the country, whether it be illicit substances, people or weapons. In my mind, I've always looked at it as, wow, these people have to go and find places that are maybe unsafe, places that are not generally used for this type of traffic, or they have to, of course, have people on the inside who they're working with. People on the inside who they're working with, who they pay off to look the other way.
What people?
And I think to myself,
But nobody down here.
but we ain't got to do none of this. we could literally come to a nice safe harbor, and go about with business.
Between the hours of 1 to 8.
Okay,
Free entry.
So Lucian Fleming, Tony Big Up himself, is asking, is the area enclosed and secured? There is nothing that is called a fence. There's nothing that is called a gate. It's literally, you come off the main road, drive a few feet, and you're at the pier.
Yeah, man, just rocks water on you. I've been down there. I've been down there before.
There's nothing. There's nothing. No,
But
again,
vibes, why?
I do believe that it is difficult for any patrol, any type of coast guard and so to fully police the borders, which is why I keep saying the only real border control to me has to involve close collaboration with other countries. So when people leave in places that you get a call to say, hey, there's this vessel coming, boom, 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 or there's this trajectory. Like, that's the only way. Oh, guys, we see this, we on our radars, we saw this boat,
Yeah.
we head into your direction, keep an eye on it. Like, to me, that's the only way you could try and do it, right? But, Jade, you come into an official entry port and there's nothing.
But vibes.
But after you tell them you're coming, like you tell them you're coming. So what happens if you don't tell them you're coming? Because obviously,
You just walk off the boat and go about your business. Once it's between the hours again of 1 and 8 a.m.
I don't even know if they did them.
I don't know, friend.
Because
I
when
mean,
we
like,
left,
the man come
and
later.
I know the thing about it for me. I was feeling sorry for them. When we left, I was feeling sorry for them.
Why?
Because the customs right now it seems to be an office outfitted in a container, in a shipping container, which is fine because like I've seen what you could do with containers, right? Very cozy.
Very, very cozy.
Very, very cozy. So the thing for me though, I kept asking like, so I'm needing an AC because the door just opened. So that's when I recognized, even though there seems to be AC there, the AC don't seem to be working.
And you want the people that rush come down there for 6 o'clock?
But at least 6
2
o'clock.
o'clock?
By 6 o'clock, it's cool, Jade.
Oh.
It's at least cool.
Well, now you know why they're not rushing coming down here.
I feel sorry for the people. Like, yo, man, they got the people in there just got to do a kickback on this side of the main road. Like,
The ghetto.
so now, I don't know what the solution is, guys. Maybe people are gonna say the traffic there isn't enough to warrant. But for me, that again,
But how they if they don't be there?
that is the point. How does anyone know what the traffic is?
If you ain't there.
And then the thing is, right? The guy from the boat walking out to the custom. The first thing the man gonna ask the man, I got permission. Bro, so we ain't got the permission. We just sitting here for the last 3.5 hours.
Just because.
Because like, and we don't have the proper man. Like, I'm just asking.
Yeah, but just ask questions that make sense. Use your common sense, no?
Bye. The man start to cuss. The man
The customs not start to cuss?
no.
Oh, the boatman?
Yeah, because the boatman like, but don't answer the stupid question.
So early
expect-
the morning,
you expect
after
me-
you're done, had me down here waiting on
You
you for
expect,
3
you
hours.
expect me to be here waiting, calling for the last X amount of hours and ain't got no permission? Like, we just ain't got nothing to show you?
Yes.
We didn't have to be here.
No, I could have done left. If the Yale had no permission,
Jade,
y'all could have done gone by y'all
I could have literally come off the boat, jumped in my car, drive to town, order something by Rituals there, pick it up, go back down, eat it, and then head back down there and be just in time for when
They reach? They actually reach?
I could have got down the bay by a half with saltfish,
Oh, long time I had that.
go home, make some tea, take a shower, go back down there and
Wash off some of the salt.
wash off some of the salt and then be back in time for them to allow me to enter the country.
Oh, dear friend.
So how does this work? Like, I'm just trying to understand how
I
it
can't
works.
help you. I can't help
Is it that we just kind of feel like the persons who may be involved in illegal activity are nice enough to alert?
I've never seen them do that. I don't think that's how it... Anyway.
And that it was an eye-opener for me because in my mind, I kept thinking, who are the higher-ups that are taking a cut? And where are these boats landing?
You see, you was giving them too much
Way
credit.
too much credit, Jade. Way too much credit. No, you could just drive up to the official port of entry
Just pull up.
and do your thing.
Pull up, Come off.
Oh boy.
Surprised you didn't it?
Jade,
Did you hear me laughing at you throughout the show?
yes.
Oh, just make it sure.
Then I had to stop listening to the show because my phone did.
So then we could have go home, charge your phone.
I could have come home, charge my phone too full. Cause I got fast charging.
Oh, okay.
And be back down there
Just in time for them to layer into the country.
to let me enter the country.
Vibes.
What I really should have done is just go to the car, listen to the rest of the island tea.
That's all. I don't know why you didn't just do that. And when the man come, you come with him.
It would have been easier for me to sleep in the car. I would have been able to stretch out a little more
You
and
should have.
not have to deal with the tractor boat that was right next to me. I ain't gonna call your name, but pick up yourself.
Stop.
Yeah, but he really need to get checked.
This young man needs to sleep on his side.
No, Jade, it didn't matter the position. It didn't matter what was happening. Jade, I am not even exaggerating. I am not trying to be funny. I thought that somebody turned back on the engine.
Look behind you, he's only a planner there sleeping. Maybe that's how he sleep when he because there's some people when they're extremely tired.
No, Jade, I literally believe he needs to seek help.
Oh. Well, so does customs and immigration. Apparently.
And that is the point.
So does customs and immigration, boy.
So, can we please fix it?
They're gonna fix it now, no?
Can we please fix
I think
it?
they're gonna fix it now, trust me.
Because I don't understand. I don't understand how this works.
You just tell the entire country or whoever listening that it is
No, even this isn't an indictment on the particular customs officer.
no, the man just
Because he is saying that he got word that we were coming in at 8. So there's obviously something wrong in the system somewhere.
Somebody did not communicate effectively.
But what I'm saying is, if that is an official port of entry,
somebody should be there, man.
somebody should
even
be there.
Not even a little security. Yeah, with a security guard there as him.
Jade, what would they be securing, Jade? What would they be securing? What would
The
they?
borders, the entry point into the island.
And then my thing is, okay, you get there, who you call? You understand? Like, who do you call? So they call in, like, so, you know, they would have contacts for somebody in customs, somebody who walk up the port, trying to get numbers, like, this is what's going on. And there's nothing. How is it that you have a vessel that is there saying, hey, we are here? And there's nothing. There's no protocol. There's nothing for them to get organized.
Yeah.
Border patrol, border security, policing, upholding the law. These things aren't shift work. Like, you don't lock off at 5 and then it's like, bye, secure borders tomorrow again.
Oh, you said they
Starting
working up the call center.
I don't mean understand. I don't understand.
Oh, my brothers. The security border and shifts, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well,
Somebody else invading security again.
no. You hear it was just them and God?
Got a man down there just bathing on the pier. I did ask him, man, Mr. How you bathing with salt water? The man said, don't study that. I said, okay,
You
I'm all
asking the
right.
wrong
I said, boss,
question.
do you think?
The man done in the country, you know, you don't ask nobody who allowed to be in the country. No
That's the
questions.
thing. The man, Jade, but the thing, I born here, you know,
Yeah, that's okay. But did you have permission to enter the country?
to enter my born in land.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
No.
Apparently not. Hey, and I just want to say this, excluding the COVID people, because the girl was there.
That was one point.
The girl was there. I felt sorry for her because she had to just sit down there for hours.
So imagine now she got to wait hours because everybody else late.
But not only that, she probably thinking, okay, go down here, check these fellas, go home, take a little sleep, go back to work. She
No.
gotta go straight work now.
Listen, she should have been pissed. She should have been pissed.
But at least she was laying down in the comfort of her vehicle.
Okay, that's what I would have done, you know. I would have chopped up my vehicle. Me chair my vehicle and just take a nice little nap till whenever customs or immigration decide to arrive.
I've been hearing talk. We spoke.
Well, that was our security.
Yeah,
You didn't even know she was multitasking.
she's the one who's saying, if it was up to me, I could have just gone out. But now the one they say, if it was up to me, I would have just gone out. But
Because I had a name on a COVID, I said, go ahead.
so I ain't got them powers. But I mean, but even that, Jade, it is insane.
Mm-hmm.
If you're saying that the place that you're going does not require a COVID test, meaning as far as they're concerned, if you have COVID, come, right, right. We have the COVID protocols, right? We have the COVID protocol.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wait, somebody saying what? The security actually was on the ground. Y'all think everything was fine, but if you tried, they would have leave. Oh, so Yeah, the security them was ninjas.
Oh.
You just didn't see them.
I just didn't see them.
No.
So they couldn't come check us out.
No.
They're just there to watch.
They're just there to see if the opportunity is there.
Jade,
What would you do?
speaking of which, I forgot to point this out. I was looking for a one camera, me ain't see none. No, I ain't saying that I ain't there. I just saying I ain't see none.
What I gonna mount them?
To the container. I mean, the container got
The
electricity.
container even got AC. You want to go working camera? No, man.
Oh my gosh, I was going to road there, but anyway, it needs to get fixed. I was saying is that we spoke to, I think it was Samuel, who mentioned it actually as part of his plan for 4. He said he's already been putting things in place to try and sort out down there. And I've heard as well Stachio speak about the Sandy Point that what used to be the pier in Sandy Point. That was that is apparently still an official entry point into the country.
It is?
That's what I've heard. I think that's done by Rumdog them.
Oh. Never seen security down there either. But you know, I digress.
So there's these official, but I mean, you could say I could understand. It's not like there's not a real pier there anyway. Like, functioning.
Yes, but there's space, time, and opportunity for people to use these places
But what I'm saying
to
is,
enter the country.
the thing is that you are if you're going to develop these things, that's one thing. But we also have to ensure that the places are manned. The places have to be manned.
Maybe they ain't got enough man for that. Maybe they have enough man for that as him.
If people was down there when they tried to overthrow, whoever that was, it might not be a problem. They would have been able to stop them down there. They would not end up reaching land.
Because down there was left.
So this is obviously not the first time this has happened.
We're learning from the history. We just say every day, learn from the mistakes of others.
Don't have to go repeat them. But yeah, we have to figure out what we're doing. We have to figure out what we're doing. Like,
Yeah, you can't just leave the bottles just empty. You just can't leave official. I mean, I could understand the one-off side where places where...
Jade, if you come in at these places, you're supposed to go jail. This is not an official entry point. So you can't just come from some country, come from Antigua, and pull up them line Kilby.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So
But
I'm talking about that.
That's like leaving the airport, unguarded.
Imagine you're coming up the airport, right? You're walking through, you reach by customs, nobody there. You pass COVID, because COVID on point.
Yeah, man.
So you did the COVID protocol, you come through, nobody in immigration. You say, but we're going on here, but you go downstairs, nobody in thing. People will be like, what going on here? But no, you come on a boat, it's a free for all. No wonder the so-called people smugglers just come in on the boat. Them.
Are they smuggling people if there's nobody to stop them? Because technically,
They're hungry. They're hungry. You just do an 8-hour boat across treacherous waters.
yeah, man.
Come on, you got to allow. Like
You can't
to not come off the boat would be inhumane.
You want people to wait for customs to come to?
It would be inhumane. It would be inhumane, Jade.
That don't make no sense.
But somebody who's smarter than me and have a better understanding of what should happen, please to fix it.
Please, because ridiculous.
Because you know what, I study about the fact that as well. I just got to station. I talk to people in station all the time, and they just be coming on boats back and forth. So I wonder if sometimes people are just. I know there used to be this thing in St. Thomas too. They used to know which boat you're supposed to catch, so that immigration there when you leave in Tortola.
Well, you just tell the whole country which ones to catch now.
Because they will say, but yeah, around this time here, all the customs officers, the immigration officers, they go on lunch. So yeah, if we go on this boat here, you ain't got worry about against them.
Well, see one of the customs officers them calling you.
Here we go. What they gone?
Oh, they hang up.
Yeah, customs feel free to call back. But yeah, I mean.
Oh dear, look how you just tell the entire nation that customs ain't doing the work now.
Somebody should explain it to me or let me know what should have happened. I don't know.
What do you mean what should have happened? What should have happened is somebody should have been there. What you mean? That's the only thing could have happened as him.
You're right. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Good morning. Hi, Island family. Why you do? Temper high, thing high up in the sky, everything high. Yeah, you watch the crowd last night. You watched the crowd get rid of them. Ooh, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
are you?
you sound like you're in the best mood among us.
Huh?
You're in the best mood between us, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I got to keep myself lively. At this age, when you're going down to hit 75 or so,
What?
yeah, and keep yourself lively. You just start to go in a silent,
You spunky, man.
Yeah, you just start to shut down. I say, wow, when I see people my age and all, them here like they shut, I say, wow. No wonder in my little views at the time, here keep my courage up. Yeah,
Right.
with the chance from the overseas to here. Yeah, they're coming in like Hillbilly. Somebody tipped me off telling me one of them, them H people, they was one of them over here doing a security job. They give up a job, and they said that's your job now, so they're going to hear my part one of blah, 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 going.
What kind of?
Yeah,
What's happening?
you know, that day down there, they need to put some army man there to say to guard it at night time, because you were just saying it is a dead place. Anybody could come in down there, but how did they catch somebody from here? They ask you, who born here, but they just were coming from Antigua and they lock up the person. Why they don't go down there and catch other people? You have people here. They do it here and they think so. Just now we're going to got to go. We're going to say a Haitian community. we got a Haitian community. There's like we got a Spanish community. Shade and ask him, you sing your tongue? What we going to call your tongue soon? Spanish tongue?
Hey, been your tongue still, man.
No, man, they say, they ask you, let's say, name George Street off Ellie Mac, but he look like a new tongue. Sorry. He look like
You okay?
I hope
You
you,
need a little water?
I hope you ain't got the monkey flu, you know. Hope you ain't got the monkey flu, you know.
Oh, the monkey. I eat too much when I was small, man. I studied that novel. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, things are going good, tall, and they're going to overpopulate us and so on. Then we ain't got no cane here to cut. I don't know, maybe if you're farming, we don't got to get them to do because they don't got to get some work and so on. So, but Jade and Assem, how this could happen? Them conscious of people, you see that? Man, the PLP on one side and now Labour. Oh, my mother. What's going to happen there? Did they win? Who's going to outdo? Mr. Makia. What do you think? What do you think?
I don't know what's gonna happen, that lady. I have no idea.
I think
But
should have, no, I think Labour should have used another spot, not deal. Orange, right now the orange and the red is in a heat, Get rid of them. Ooh, get rid of them.
All right, thank you,
Alright.
thank you.
alright, that's lady. What I could suggest, I think you need to go drink some tea. I think it'll be good for you this morning,
Me
man.
good man. Me don't go to what happened. I don't really suffer with no little pressure and so I don't really go drink my tea early. And
Okay,
let me
okay.
tell them, Jade. Let me tell them somebody mashed me up there yesterday and knocked me under my belt. Me ain't want to walk down to the bone. I want to enjoy me with some little age going up. I'm not on the road begging. I don't know why they don't leave me alone on the Jade. They knocked the boy yesterday and another station. She got and she losing nuts. Me no lose. I don't want to get sick.
Don't-
You hear I was seeing like a sickness coming on to me and I just done with that. I want me health and not no wealth. Because you could get enough wealth and the money ain't gonna enough to cure your health.
Right.
I don't know,
right,
they
right.
don't leave me alone. They hate me enjoy myself with you. Get rid of them. Let it talk.
All right, nuts lady. All right, we're
Good,
gonna have to move forward. Thanks for your call.
What does she lose? Is she nuts?
But nuts lady come with a whole. She got she own bell,
Bro, that was 4-story in one,
but she got she own bell, Jay. That's what I'm
Aye.
studying about. I can't get over that.
Bye. Listen.
I want to know if the person calling to tell me I'm missing a train or something.
Listen.
Hey, big up Nurse Lady one time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Big up Nurse Lady one time.
Yeah, man.
Let's get back on track here. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning, Kevin, and good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Yeah, you all do a wonderful job. I like the discussion the morning time. But sometimes the phone line and there is so much problem I can't get in. But I just want to commend the Honorable Prime Minister for his strong leadership. And because of his strong leadership and his commitment to the people, that's why three party against him right now. Three party against the party, the PLP. And the more they against him, the more he generates support. Each time they criticize him, he generates support 10 times 10 generates support. So people have got to say what they got to say. And I believe that the PLP is a third party coming into election. I believe that the people of this country will do well under the leadership of Dr. Harris for a third term. The reason for that, look where he look. The young people them where he elect to be candidate. People is criticizing them about the pick up of the road and all those kind of things. These people are business people, these people are entrepreneurs. These people are specializing in whatever they specialize into. And with a leader like Dr. Harris at the helm, you know, they will know.
No, we actually don't. Because
Well, what I thinking to myself is, you on the campaign team for PLP?
Yeah, man, sure, man.
Oh well, because I
because-
said they have a strong person in the campaign on the campaign team. Because you ain't playing this morning, but we in here talking about customs. You come talk about Dr. Harris leadership.
Yeah, I was talking about customs.
Hey,
I let plenty rain coming in the country, so I was right down, so you not clearly speaking.
yeah.
I thought you was talking about the politics.
Oh no.
no, man.
But man, hey, appreciate your contribution, man.
Yeah, man, bless up, man, bless up.
Yes, sir.
Listen,
Man, just let you know
look live now.
the amount of colored hats. Jade, if I start a party now, I have no idea what color I can choose.
Gray. Gray is a neutral color, a nice little neutral color.
Let's try this again.
Yes, right.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning.
Morning.
You have special topic. I just heard the nurse lady say something too, and I had want to say something. I need that.
Yes, we have
so
a
I don't-
special topic, but y'all not sticking
What's
to it
the
at
top-
all. We're talking about.
I don't know. I just tune in.
Yeah,
What's the topic?
We're talking about customs and the need for them to improve the security at some of the ports.
Talking about customs.
And
You mean up
customs and
with-
immigration.
yeah.
Well, border security.
Like what with people coming in or what?
Yeah, the people coming
Because
in.
I born here. When I come here, I get trouble.
No, we're talking
Oh?
about. Well, actually, tell us your story.
Yeah, tell us about that.
When I born here, and when I coming in, they don't ask me how long I gonna be here. My son, he born in America, and when I bring him with me, I see mother, I born here. They're telling me I have to get my son straight. So I don't know.
So they
Other
give you
people,
time? That what you're saying? You're a national.
They just ask me how long I gonna be in the country.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell them. I just tell them, look, my passport marking saying it's needed. So when they're asking me,
Mm.
you understand?
Mm.
They still want to know how long you're gonna be here. Your child ain't born here, and they want to know. Okay, your child had to get you right. The child ain't born here, so maybe the child ain't got the amount of time here. Like I don't know, but let me start. Let me just say something about what the nurse lady was speaking about. Something in 4th Street, please, because somebody drew it to my attention yesterday and tell me that they opened a campaign headquarters on 4th Street. And to me, I think that is going to cause problem because election night, people don't go out to the campaign headquarters and stuff. And this red and orange thing.
The three
to me
parties them
gonna
right
be a-
there. The three parties right there.
Eh?
The
Eh?
all three parties right there. You could throw a stone for one. Let me
Look.
not say that.
No, say
You
on
could say hello. You could say hello to all the people in the other
Okay.
two campaign offices.
How I look, let me tell you, how I look at Palm 1. Palm 1 is over because it got streets separating. They could say over so by the gas station area or whatever. But when the Labour people put them on PLP, they're on the same road and it's very close. They could say upstairs if they have something and look down and if they want to throw, they throw whatever. I don't think that's
Well, they're not going through anything. This is what year that was?
No.
93?
Look, let me tell you something. People while now and people I just warning people to just everybody please. Somebody gonna win and somebody gonna lose. I do not go out there and cause no problem with people because they ain't supporting Labour, PLP or whatever. Everybody just take calm. We all still petition. We ain't have nowhere else to go. Please don't go out there go cause no problem with nobody because them two headquarters for election night when people out the house it gonna be immoist. I ain't want it to happen. But I believe they is support and not lady say I think they should have put it somewhere and if I was in control, nobody will have nothing on 4th Street if it's so because one go and say, oh yeah first and when the other one go, it gonna be problem. And then they gonna say, oh because it's this and because it's that. Well, 4th Street, nobody got nothing on 4th Street then because that is too close. If you got 2 students in a classroom and you know that they always fighting and arguing, you don't put the 2 of them to sit together. You got to separate them. You understand what I'm saying? That's my 2 cents for this morning. Separate people because you know election insane to tell the people them that get on. Some of them, they don't go on bad. I like their excitement. It'll be fun, sweet. But I don't like the warring part and trying to get two people to fight and make confusion. So I think that's the best. They should separate from so close.
All right,
That's
I
my
understand.
suggestion for this
Understand.
morning, and I hope everybody understand me. Please be calm, be cool. Let the election go cool and easy. No fighting, no drama, no nothing.
I could
I
definitely
have
support
fun.
Yes, indeed.
Enjoy the election and enjoy whoever wins.
that. All right.
Bye.
Thank you. I think that's actually a cool concern. Like, and obviously, it's not that she's saying anything will happen, but that she doesn't want anything to happen.
Yeah, nobody wants it. If you are somebody who is out here hoping that something happens that is terrible on election day, seek help.
No, but
Because it's supposed to be
yeah.
for the betterment of the country, which you are also a part of, if you didn't remember.
No, but I remember even the last election. Remember there was this scene where both leaders had gotten in close proximity, and
You
I
mean-
think that's when the finger dance the finger dance had come out and thing. And so, but what I'm saying is sometimes it takes just a few overzealous supporters for things to spark up. I actually didn't think about that.
You know.
And it's only, I think, last night I recognized that. Yesterday that I recognized that.
All the parties have a office on 4th Street.
Yeah,
I didn't even know. I know PLP and Pam had I didn't know Labour had one as well.
yeah, it's open upstairs. Well, literally just across from Farm Care, just on the other side of the street, upstairs there.
Well, where everybody want to be in that one area. What's so special about
I
it?
guess it's the city center. You want to, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, you know.
I mean, yeah. But I guess that is something that we probably might need to think. The only problem I have is that if there's a situation where, let's say, the police or the army go down there, which might actually be a wise thing, they're going to say the incumbent bring the army to intimidate people and blah, blah, blah. Why things gonna happen down here? Not gonna happen down here.
That's what we're trying to prevent, man.
But you can't win, you know. You can't win.
That's all we're trying to prevent. It is better safe.
What I
sorry.
would suggest, though, what I would probably suggest is that the parties have the gatherings perhaps at different areas instead of all coming to the party headquarters. And I guess you can't stipulate that, but in the interest of peace,
Safety.
perhaps if there's any gatherings to happen, then maybe perhaps they could maybe go to the, maybe they meet in the constituency of the leaders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that could work because then it would be PLP in Tabernacle, Pam down in Sandy Point, and thing up in Monkey Hill.
Everybody want to be on 4th Street.
I don't know. But it actually, I don't think her concerns are, too wild or anything. I think
that's valid.
that's valid. That's valid concerns. Yeah.
But guys, we're going to take a break because we have to speak to a guest when we come back. Yesterday I said we were going to talk some business, and then we'll continue with some tea right after that interview. So stick and stay, guys. We'll be right back to Island Tea.
Everybody beware, you better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime, anywhere. Everybody beware, you better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime.
There are basic steps you can take to prepare for hurricane season. When seeking public shelter, pet owners should make plans to ensure your pet's safety. Emergency shelters cannot accept them due to safety and sanitation requirements. For tips on how to secure your pets, please contact the National Emergency Management Agency at 466-5100 or by visiting NEMA.kn. From danger to safety, NEMA's there for you. I am Jamelia Henry.
Everybody beware, you better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime, anywhere. Everybody.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Watch the trail of the insect stop when you spread a wet pop. Flying, crawling, insects are falling when you spread a wet pop. Nothing comes close to pop. Pop, the number one brand, serious, get pop.
Here are your Hustlers Value Mass IG Value Club Blue Tag Specials from July 14th to 27th. Quaker Captain Crunch cereals, $12.99. IGA peanut butter, $8.99. IGA or Essential Everyday Microwave Popcorn, just $5.99. Tropicana Juice Punches, $7.99. And Morningstar Meatless Entrees, just $18.99. Nabisco Belvita Cookies, $16.99. And now our very low weekly
value deals. IG or Essential Everyday Cornflakes, $7.99. Essential Everyday Barbecue Sauce, $5.99. Equaline Mouthwash, $13.99. Suavitel Fabric Softener, $16.99. Essential Everyday Apple Juice, $7.99. Arm & Hammer Liquid Detergent, $31.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart, tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí a
Value Mart.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, and welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. And we're gonna just jump right into what we have coming up next. We have in studio with us friend of the show. She's been here before, She laughing. Why you laughing for? You get your friend of the show.
Wee.
I just love the excitement. I love the excitement. But yes, we have in studio with us Miss Clarissa Bell this morning. And of course, she's here to talk about something very exciting that's happening. Why don't you give our viewers and listeners a little idea about exactly what is happening?
Well, what is happening? Wow, other than the rain outside.
Let it pour.
Love it.
So I am here to announce to the general public, St. Kitts and Nevis, that we are opening a new, improved, top shutter, classy.
Okay.
I'm trying to look for all the words in the dictionary, but
Okay.
I know I press for time. But I'm bringing to you Instacash. Instacash, yes. So you know, the public has been long awaiting. I mean, people have been asking, you know, what's happening, what's going on, what's the next move, what's happening, you know. So that is what is happening. Instacash is coming to St. Kitts and Nevis. It is a very unique operation, but an operation that is here to serve the public.
Okay.
We are here to serve. I've always believed that when businesses come about, they're here to provide solutions, not create more problems. So we are here, you know, we know that we're still, you know, somewhat, I wouldn't say in a pandemic still, but we're coming out of it. But there's still persons who need cash instantly. They may not have access to, you know, getting a loan or that sort of thing. But we're providing a way we're here. Bring us an item of value, an item that's working, electronics, furniture, you know, that sort of thing. And we'll be able to value the item and give you cash for your item.
Okay.
And it's, like I said, instant cash.
So item valued cash.
Got it.
What?
3 easy steps.
3 easy steps. And guess what? We're not asking you for a job letter. We're not asking you to do a credit check. Just bring a government issued ID. Make sure the item belongs to you. And come on in. We are happy to serve. We want to make sure that your bills are paid. We want to make sure your rent is paid on time. We want to make sure that the children, you know, they're fed, because we're providing all of that. You understand what I'm saying? So we are having our grand opening on the 22nd of this month, which is Friday coming.
That's tomorrow.
Yes. Yes, that is tomorrow. So we're having the grand opening. We are located at Hartswood Shopping Complex. And I know people are out there asking, well, where is that? So Hartswood Shopping Complex, that is where Value Mat is in St. Kitts. It's across from Caribbean Lottery. So all of those who watching, you know, the 6 point whatever million that, you know, the lottery playing out. Yes. So in case you need some money to go in there, come by us. Search you out so you can find the money to go in there. You check what I'm saying. We're working with everybody. You understand? Business to business, business to customer. We work into everybody. Everybody. So yes, and you guys don't want to miss the grand opening. So the grand opening it starts from 8 in the morning and we close at 7 in the evening. We have over $5,000 in prizes and cash to be won. So you do not want to miss this grand
Tomorrow
opening.
you're giving away up
So
to
that-
$5,000 in cash?
Hello, hold on. 5,000 in cash and prizes. Okay? Get it straight. Not just
cash
cash.
upwards. Man, how you feeling?
Jade, are you going to wait to have this show?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Nobody going to before me.
I think you deserve it.
Oh, trust me.
So yes, guys, we are here and we're here to stay. We are here to serve. So come on down tomorrow at 8 o'clock. That is when we're starting. We also have a few eats available. You know, St. Kitts people like to eat, eh?
Yeah, a little customer appreciation.
Yeah.
From early?
Yeah, so
little
from
customer
8
appreciation,
o'clock in the morning to 7, those are our hours. And going forward, we'll be open Monday to Saturday. So 6 days a week, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Lots of opportunity for
Plenty.
coming and
We gotta make sure, you know, the people them who got to work for 6 and them kind of times, you know, they don't get a break early in the morning,
Right.
we deal. And then the people them who gotta work late in the afternoon, we still deal.
Right,
You understand what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
We catering to their needs.
Right.
So yes, come on down.
Well, I mean, this I'm sure is a very exciting way for persons who just maybe needing a little tap up or whatever to get to get that organized. And you said there's no requirement for job letter,
No job
proof
letter,
of employment,
no proof
anything
of
like
employment, nothing like that.
All
All
you
you need is
need-
a valid ID, government issued ID, so that's your social security, your passport, driver's license. You
right.
understand what I'm saying?
Voter
Make sure
ID
it is
card.
valid.
Right.
Yes. So that's all you need. You come with your item and we negotiate. So
Okay.
we're working with you. You understand what I'm saying? Some people,
Super
you know,
easy,
they
man.
might be in a jam. They may not want to lose the precious valuables. We're going to store it for you. Mind you, you get the cash to do what you have to do when you come back.
Right.
Check what I'm saying.
Right.
Love it.
So yeah, and then we also have the retail side of the store. So we also provide good quality goods and services, or quality goods I should say, so that customers who may not necessarily want to spend all the money one time, they may not want to do higher purchase, because we don't do higher purchase. We do layaway and it's interest free.
Okay.
So
Interest free.
Yes, that's the part that you want to stick on. So reiterate that part again. Interest free.
So what you're saying is I could come to the store, I see an item that I want, and it's like, you know what? I want to just put some money aside towards the purchase of this over time, and I
Yes.
don't have to pay anything extra for that option.
That is correct. You have 90 days. So 90 days, you have the process of 90 days is the total amount. And if you want to come in every day, it's up to you. If you want to come in every week, it's up to you. If you want to come in every month, it's up to you. But your total time that you get is 90 days to pay off for your item.
Okay.
So we're giving you time. And like I said, not because we're giving you the luxury of paying for it over time means that you have to pay interest on it. The price is the price. That's it.
How you gonna lose with this deal? You can't. You can't as interest free.
I'm gonna buy my motorcycle up there, Jade.
Buy it. So if she got one in stock now?
Not yet. I'm working on it. So yes, I'm working on it. The only thing, like, guys, I know people are gonna ask. The only thing that we don't accept spouses,
Oh, no.
children,
Oh.
exes. So if y'all want to get rid of those, no,
And I
we're
got
not
couple
doing
too,
that.
You know? I got
Yeah, a couple that you could have
just-
traded in.
Yeah, get a little money, you know. Darn.
So yes, we're ready to go, guys. So we're open tomorrow, the 22nd of July. We're open from 8 to 7 p.m.
All right.
So
But
come and see
guys,
us.
yeah, go on, check it out. Check out the grand opening again. Remember that there is going to be opportunity to win up $5,000 in cash and prizes.
That's correct.
And of course, just kind of go see what they have on offer. See what the whole business is all about.
See what you have in your house.
And
you
of
could trade
course,
for some cash.
exactly. And of course, there's going to be refreshments. So go and hang out with the people up at Instacash. Right there up in the Hosford shopping complex.
Yes, that is correct.
That's
So-
up by Valley Mart, people.
Yes, because people keep asking, where is Hosford Shopping Complex? Imagine, a lot of people go there on a daily basis, but they don't know that's the
Right.
name of the complex. So
Right.
Hosford Shopping Complex is where Value Mart is in St. Kitts.
And based on
guys.
what you're saying, it would be close to
The Caribbean Lottery.
Caribbean Lottery. Okay.
So once you get to the Caribbean Lottery, we're right across from them.
Okay.
Yeah, see if you could get a little money to go play the lottery. You don't know,
Yeah,
you might
come
get
in,
lucky.
you might just get lucky.
Yeah, once the jackpot go up, I keep saying, when the jackpot get up to like something crazy, I can just go,
This is a
Imagine,
crazy
right?
figure right now. What are you waiting on?
What is it, 6 mil?
I think it's 6.6 something.
Imagine you go, you carry your item to Instacash, you get some money.
Yeah,
You
buy a
go to
ticket.
watch your win. Now you can get back for your item quickly.
Exactly.
Hey, tell me what, just buy everything in here just to say thanks. Just to say thanks.
Exactly.
Token of appreciation.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I agree. I totally agree. And just so you guys know, some of the prizes that you can win, we have supermarket vouchers. We have gas vouchers. Gas gone up. So we make it show. I'm telling you, we're here to serve. Gas vouchers. Come
You
on,
want to know
guys.
it?
Jade, I am leaving here. I am just going to park my vehicle right in front of the thing.
Yeah, you might as well. See if you go in a little gas.
Yes, and
I
because
want
it's,
that they're more precious than the cash right now.
and because it's our grand opening, we're doing a Lucky Dick promotion as well, so you guys could dip and get discounts off of any purchase that you require. So yeah, we're working with you.
But you're sure you don't take excess?
No, I sure.
There's no
I
way,
sure.
okay.
We sure. We ain't
just-
into the human trafficking thing. Yeah, we ain't trying to get jail.
Is it trafficking though? Like they're really good. And you know, we'll talk after the show.
I mean, we could probably work out the action.
Yeah.
Now between me and you could probably work it out.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
We're gonna figure it out.
we ain't got to hurt up she head with that.
No. She got enough to deal with.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, I mean, it's amazing that this is now coming to the people of St. Kitts Nevis. It is time. It is here. Tomorrow is the grand opening, guys. Again, don't say we ain't tell you. tomorrow. So and of course the opening hours are very convenient.
Yes.
8 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. So you don't have no excuse. They're open. They're available from tomorrow to serve your needs. All right.
So
So
yes.
any final words before we wrap up?
Yes, for those of you who are our listening audience who may have any further questions, feel free to call 465-0222 or WhatsApp 869-669-8390. And the numbers again are 465-0222 or 669-8390. So we're giving them the option. If you don't have a landline, send us a WhatsApp. We ain't gonna try to done your data. Just send us a WhatsApp. We're gonna answer you. If you want us to call you back, we're gonna call you back. You understand?
Love it.
We're working with you. We ain't trying. We want to give you money. We ain't trying to done your money.
Right, exactly. But guys, it's been great having this conversation with Clarissa, and of course, Instacash is here
To stay.
to stay.
Congratulations as well on your new business venture.
Thank you.
All right. Well, guys, we're going to take a short break and we're going to be right back with more Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. Be right back.
Fruta, taste the real Fruta, enjoy the real Fruta, refreshing juice of every day. Whoa, Fruta, drink the real Fruta, your favorite Fruta, the natural taste is Fruta. Fruta.
Your favorite fruit has got a new skin with real juice within. Drink the real Fruta. Enjoy the real joy.
Taste the real Fruta, enjoy the real Fruta, refreshing juice of every day is Fruta.
Fruta, juiced right.
Rams is for you and me, giving back to community. Rams is for you and me, better for your family, better service, better price, better value, better choice, rewarding you for loyalty. Rams is for you and me, better price and quality.
Hey guys, welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. And we're jumping into tea time.
I have to get a recording of that so when you're not here, I
Oh.
can play it. Because you're amazing. You're amazing.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that to my listeners. So,
Stick to your strengths.
yes.
Mm.
Yes. So let's start off with some claims that Dr. Denzel Douglas was charged and arrested, and that is being denied by the U.S. Embassy.
Mm.
Yeah.
So the U.S. Embassy is denying that Dr. Douglas was charged and arrested.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. That's good for him, I could tell you that.
I mean, listen, small mercies.
Clear his name.
Yeah. One thing I don't like, right? Let me just say this quickly. I know we're not into the cussing segment of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But please, when y'all go on Win Media SKN's page and look at these articles, read. Okay?
Mm.
Read.
Mm.
Use your reading and comprehension capabilities. Because a lot of y'all don't do that. I just be reading the comments and confused.
Obviously, they didn't read the actual article.
Obviously. So when I go over to a nice little page, you know, what we have set up for y'all with all the nice little news articles and stuff to keep you abreast of what's happening in the country, just read and comprehend. Okay, back to the article.
Yes, what's happening here?
So on July 19th, some claims were being circulated alleging that the former Prime Minister and candidate for constituency number 6 in the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, Dr. Denzel Douglas, was charged and arrested.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, the good old rumour mill.
People ain't playing this election, man.
Of course. The message circulated on WhatsApp. You know, anything circulated on WhatsApp, don't start wrong.
Yeah.
I tell them so yesterday, you know. But it reads, the United States has formally requested the extradition of Denzel Douglas.
That was a thing?
Yes.
I tell you, that's why they stay for people snap here.
It wasn't on Snap as in...
I thought they said it was on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, not Snap. It wasn't in somebody's status.
It wasn't in nobody's status.
It was literally sent around.
Wow.
Tell them yesterday, you know. You see it come through on WhatsApp, no link provided, no context, no nothing.
Wow.
The lie. The lie.
Wow, that was a thing? There's no
yes,
around
I got it. Ain't none, man.
There was no way that could have been true and like just nothing.
As I may had no link, no nothing. It literally just read what I'm about to read.
Okay, right,
again, the United States has formally requested the extradition of Denzel Douglas, the Kittitian-born doctor who was Prime Minister of the small Caribbean island nation of St. Kitts and Nevis from 1994 to 2015, to face charges including corruption, fraud, money laundering, along with wire fraud and conspiracy. The U.S. Embassy in Bridgetown submitted the extradition request on July 13th for Douglas to stand trial in the United States, according to a sealed court filing in Miami dated June 10th. Well, if you seal, why not go it? Y'all know what the word seal mean? Words mean things.
No, but Jay, this is the problem I have. When people do this, I think it is an attempt to somehow undermine the character of Dr. Douglas, right?
Well, why else would they do this?
But what ends up happening is these things are easily refuted, and so you just hand him another win. You just hand him another win.
Well, guess who easily refuted this?
Let's see.
Win understands that the circulating message reached media professionals in Antigua and Grenada. Win reached out to a representative from the U.S. Embassy in Bridgetown, Barbados, for comment on the matter. On July 20th, Simon Kendall, the acting public affairs officer for the U.S. Embassy in Bridgetown, confirmed that the alleged reports are rumors and that the embassy is unaware of any such report. Win reached out to Dr. Douglas for a reaction to the claims but was unsuccessful at news time.
Oh, man. He will respond. He will respond in true
Dougie fashion?
Dougie fashion.
What are you telling the man for?
Please. And the thing about
and involved in the U.S. Embassy and so. Like, stop embarrassing the country, no?
But the thing for me is, Jade, there are every single party, especially politicians who have served in government, right? You have so much things that you can make issues, so many things that you can bring to the table for discussion.
Yeah, literally don't have to create rumors, man. There's enough things already happening or have happened.
Bear in mind that for the majority of people, I believe, their major concerns is what are your plans if you are successful at the polls.
And people out there sending more rumors. Sickening, man. Just sickening. Anyway, let's move on.
Because all these things just serve as distractions, you know.
That's why I said let's move on, because we know that's what it is. Y'all just wanted to tarnish Dr. Douglas's name. Y'all failed. Win disproved it. Next. Anyway. So, something very interesting.
This has been.
Yeah.
This has been. I think we talked about it here already, you know.
What?
This things to do with the same issue. But go ahead, Jade.
So a transgender prisoner gets 2 inmates pregnant in woman's prison.
You think so? Wow. I'm not. Are you surprised?
I mean, no. They have been now transferred to a male facility.
Imagine that.
Imagine
The dean,
that.
he was male all the time.
Well,
The dean, he was male all the time.
Well,
He had to impregnate 2 people in the prison. Anyway, I got you. Sorry.
In 2021, a transgender person who lived life publicly as a woman since 2003 won a lawsuit against the New Jersey Department of Corrections, forcing authorities to change their policies.
Oh. But then, go ahead.
Policy changes including requiring housing in line with gender identity and not sex assigned at birth. One of the people who benefited from the policy was transgender inmate Demi Minor, 27, who was placed in the Edna Mahan Correctional Facility. However, Minor has now been moved from the Edna Mahan Correctional Facility after allegedly impregnating 2 female inmates. Minor, who does not appear to be happy with being moved from an all-female facility, acknowledged the change in prisons in a series of tweets on Twitter in early July 2022. How are you on Twitter? Anyway. Minor said, "This week I was moved from a female facility to a male facility. I mean, this type of hatred towards who I truly am has to stop. But know this, I will never stop rising above."
Yeah, he did some rising in prison. That's the problem.
Right, too many things was rising in prison.
Yeah, he did some rising in prison. That's the problem.
No more things gonna rise. No more things gonna rise. In connection with the prison move, Minor has also alleged mistreatment and abuse by prison authorities, including being beaten by billy clubs.
Welcome to the club, bye.
Reacting to Minor's comments, the New Jersey Department of Corrections reportedly said that they are investigating Minor's allegations of abuse. Meanwhile, Minor will continue serving a 30-year prison sentence for manslaughter and is said to be eligible for parole in 2037. Listen.
You talk first, no, when I talk, I upset people.
No, I think I shouldn't say anything, you know.
Look here, right? We are going to, as a society, as a world, stop playing these nonsense games. This thing getting ridiculous now. This thing is getting ridiculous. I don't have an issue if someone says, "Hey,
I identify."
I feel like, like that. You have, because the thing is, I can't tell anybody how they feel. I can't feel what you're feeling.
No.
Right? I can't. I don't have the ability to sense what you're feeling, what you're going through, none of that. Right? Mm-hmm. So I'm not even questioning those claims, none of that. For me, how you choose to dress, if you choose to wear makeup, no makeup and them things there.
Their business. They have nothing to do with us.
If you plan to wear, if you want to wear high heel shoes, you want to wear flat shoes, you want to wear pants, dresses, but okay. But as society, we must have some sort of standard. Now, the standards should not just be all willy-nilly and based on anything, based on what some subgroup of people think is right, but there must be something based on fact, something based on science, something based on biology, all these things that can be tested and proven over and over and over again. Things can't just go based on feelings, whether my feelings, your feelings, anybody's feelings. You understand? So here we are. This has been a big pet peeve of mine, because I had a friend who dealt with something it might have been like maybe 2 years ago, where they went to a sauna. Mm-hmm. The sauna is separated by sex. So the men go to one side, the women go to another section of the sauna, right? Mm-hmm. There's this person who identifies as a woman who is obviously a man, mm-hmm. right? And so after some long back and forth, they allow the person to enter into the female thing. Now here it is that my friend is in there. She's at the sauna with her 13-year-old daughter. And there's this person that identifies as a woman walking around buck naked, swinging in the thing, like in the sauna.
Yeah, no, we
Observing all the women, all the little girls, all them things in there. Like,
yeah, we can't.
at some point we're going to have to be like, yes, you have the right to identify, but when you interact with society, then we cannot, because what happens is, just like how I said, we can't tell you how to feel. We also can't just look at you and decide what your intentions are.
Yeah.
So we have to protect wider society. We have to. Like, and the thing for me is, why is it, like, somebody's going to have to explain to me, why is it that somehow we allow what people feel and then we are the ones who have to accept it as fact. I could just right now make a claim and say, hey, I'm the president of the United States. Everybody would just be like, okay, you could feel so. but don't go feel it. You're going to jump on Air Force One.
No, man.
You think I could run up to Air Force One to the security and say,
Run up to what?
Jade, I couldn't even enter the country.
Okay. Well, you could have. You can't just.
What I'm saying is I couldn't just show up at the borders and just tell them, hey, a band saying it's from here and I don't have anything.
Oh, okay.
They would have to confirm those things.
No, that's true. That part is true, at least.
So how is it that we just allowing this to just be like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand it, because what is happening is that in order to give credence to someone's feelings, what we're doing is jeopardizing everyone who that person interacts with.
Yeah.
Jeopardizing safety, the comfort. These things have definitions. And my thing is, you can identify as that, but it doesn't make you that. I could identify as a dog. It doesn't make me a dog. Yeah. And I shouldn't expect to then have an issue with people not treating me like a dog. They also have a choice whether to treat me like a dog or not.
Yeah.
But then they shouldn't be punished for not treating me like what I'm obviously not.
Yeah. That's crazy that y'all just the man is just in there.
This is another thing for me. I have been watching
So
this.
technically he's a lesbian. Technically she's a lesbian. Technically.
Jade,
lesbian.
I have no issues about trying to classify, identify none of this thing. But when we start talking about how you now interact with society, then yes, all of us, and at some point, are going to end up in situations where, based on our feelings and things that we want, we might be at odds with what the rest of society wants, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have to deal with that discomfort. We have to deal with that. We have to deal with everybody. Everybody has to deal with it at some point. You know what? I went to school. I didn't like doing homework. So guess what? I can't just decide that, oh, I'm a teacher now. You understand where I'm coming from? So if I did, so no, okay, I don't do the homework, so I have to bear the consequences. The consequences might be I have to clean up the class. I might have to stay after school to do the homework. I might have to go to the office for lashes. But if I'm in the system, it can't just be. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you'll be like, no, dude, you're a student, and this is what the expectation of you if you're in the system.
Yeah, that's crazy. That just the man just was in there looking. Oh yeah, I can't say looks now. The man was just in there having sexual intercourse and impregnating.
No, but this and then what happens to those children now?
Well,
you see what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that we have to. I don't understand it, Jade. I do not believe that I should force anybody to dress how they don't want to dress. I don't believe I should force anybody to, but we can't just somehow ignore reality, and that is the problem I'm having. It's almost like we just continually want to allow people's delusions to dictate what happens and ignore reality. Reality exists.
And the reality of the situation is she had a male partner still in an all-female prison, and they were having sexual intercourse, and now there's 2 little babies that have to be born and not have mommy or daddy. Well, maybe they might have mommy because we don't know what the mummies have done, but they're definitely not going to have daddy.
At least not until 2037, however. Yes.
Not 37, 36, yeah, somewhere around there.
And I am not in any way talking about how somebody chooses to express themselves.
No, not at all.
But at some point, we are going to have to call delusion. We are going to have to call sickness. If you're trying to tell me, like, what is happening is that this person feels like a woman, right, in a male body, or feels like a man in a thing. Okay, so there's some disconnect between reality, right, and the feelings of this person. You understand? Now, for me, that I feel I empathize with that.
Yeah, because
right, so
that
like
must be a rough
yes,
position
of course,
to be in.
of course,
for your brain and your body to not feel like they're
in tandem,
connected.
right? So I have some. There's nothing for me to judge, laugh about, nothing like that. And so my thing is, hey, if what happens is that you feel more comfortable expressing yourself, because that's what dress is, that's what the way we carry ourselves, groom ourselves. If you feel comfortable expressing yourself in this particular way, and that makes you feel more whole, more power to you. Why would I care?
No.
But then don't come tell me that when my daughter is in the female bathroom, you in there pulling out your male parts. Because I might not want that to be an experience that I want my daughter to have at that particular age. And I have a responsibility at that point. Papa Wall, come here. You can't come in the studio and inhale the people. Them. Just come in and say good morning to the people on the radio now.
I want to say a pleasant good morning to all the people of the Federation, the whole diaspora. Yeah, Mr. Wall here just saying hi and bye.
Hey, the legend himself, Mr. Wall. I tell you that man's a legend here.
There's the black box from...
Shh. Where's my headphones? Right. So Axman is now talking about one of the major issues I've been having, the issue of transgender and sports. That there right now is one thing to decide that you're going to allow a person who was born a male or identified as a male, I can't even say assigned. And bear in mind, guys, I am not in any way an expert on these things. I might be using different terms.
I can tell you when you're wrong. Go ahead.
Right. I might be using the wrong terms or whatever. But I think most people get the gist.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to have them in non-contact sports if you want to run and think. Jade, I have been watching men beat up on women. Beat women to a pulp, Jade.
Why was watching, sir?
Because they now have transgender MMA fighters.
Oh, no, that
they have transgender karate, taekwondo.
The best way to solve this problem is to just have transgender people compete against transgender people.
No, Jade.
Why not?
Jade.
Why not?
Because again, it plays into delusion. That the problem is in any. Let's take the whole gender, sexual identity out of it, Jade.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot have a society where we continually play into people's delusions. We can't have a society because I could tomorrow be the prime minister, and then the next day I'm a fireman. Oh, guess what? I'm a police today.
You're busy.
What I need to be is a customs officer so I could go station down New Guinea.
Listen.
But we can't continue. How are we going to have a society where we just continually play into people's delusion? It's impossible. So take the sex thing out of it. Take the gender thing out of it. We cannot continually make decisions on how society is run and continually try to somehow just give into people's delusions, sicknesses, whatever it is. It can't happen. We must have some type of standard. So there are going to be situations where there's some among us who, for whatever reason, may be excluded from certain activities. I may not be able to participate in society in a way but that is just going to happen. And all of us, not just persons who identify as one thing sexually or another, it's not just them. Everybody is going to run into situations where they feel a bit disconnected from society because, hey, my particular leanings, beliefs, desires don't particularly line up with the rest of society. It's going to happen to all of us at some time.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens? It's the same thing, Jade. We come in here all the time and talk about persons who have, let's say, desires based on their own traumas, end up doing
egregious
things to, let's say, young children. Sometimes it might even just come. They might not have done anything physical, just having certain conversations, exposing underage children to certain types of conversations, pornographic material. So we're even talking even just about any kind of physical interaction.
Mm-hmm.
We call it wrong. No. If you talk to somebody who has those leanings and those desires, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's running around here and telling me, well, we need to find a way to incorporate them, let them just let's go and breed some children so they could go and be with them. No. We have determined that based on the fact that children aren't emotionally developed to the point to deal with the consequences of these types of actions.
Mm-hmm.
They are not financially equipped to deal with the consequences of these actions. Hey, we draw a line. Hey, what's the difference between 17, 364 days and 18? Pretty much nothing.
Nothing at
but
all.
we set the standard here that is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Let's grab some calls because, yeah.
Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Good morning.
Morning.
I share your sentiments with regards to the issue of what I call involuntary interactions. So the illustration you gave regarding the person in the sauna is quite uncalled for. And yes, it does pose a challenge to authorities as to how do you make provisions. Now, of course, whether or not the person was transgender, even if the person was an adult female, they should not have been, in my words, prancing about in the sauna. They should be doing what people do in the sauna, sit calmly and enjoy the heat. However, on the broader issue when you apply to sports, the suggestion was made that we should have a transgender category, which you ruled out. By ruling that out, you are therefore saying that transgender people will not be able to take part in such sporting activities. Am I wrong?
No, I'm suggesting just like a person's physical ability is what makes them competitive in the first place. In certain sports, in certain disciplines, then we don't somehow ignore the other physical signs as to which category they compete in. So if you're a physical male, then you compete in male sports. If you're a physical female, you compete in female sports.
Yeah, but we have this situation now where persons who have transitioned from one gender to another, and like you, I am not clear on all these terminologies, so I may be getting them wrong. But we have that swimmer who has transitioned from male to female, now has female body parts.
Right,
So what I'm saying now being denied participation as a female.
Right. So what I'm saying is, but again, it's not about your body parts, right? So in other words, just like how we test, in other words, we deny athletes on other grounds based on their physiology, based on the just based on the levels of whatever chemical might be in their blood. We already do this already. This is not anything new. So we already test. We already
think
tested.
that's unfair.
So
Because let's take the case of the South African runner. She was born that way. This was not something that she decided to change. She was born with higher level of testosterone in her system than the average female.
Right.
But the World Athletics Associations are saying, well, too bad for you that you were born that way. We are not going to allow you to participate.
I share your sentiments.
That seems unfair.
I share your sentiments. I share your sentiments as it relates to her, and that is why I'm saying, when we create these standards, the standards must then play into what it is that we are trying to achieve within the sport. I think a lot of times we put these things in place, and it becomes more about just putting something in place as opposed to what is the purpose of what we're trying to do here. What is the purpose of sport? Because for me, if you're focusing on those things, then rules like that wouldn't exist, right? But there has to be some protections. Now, if you're going to tell me that, because for instance, if there's this guy, he's a power lifter, her now, he transitioned and just cleaning up everybody in the powerlifting, how does that become fair to the women that have been training their entire lives to compete in this particular discipline?
By creating a category for such people, they will not therefore, and I'm using here a loaded term, they will not therefore corrupt either the male or female categories. They will be in a category for transgender people, and they can, participate equally amongst themselves. They know the risk that, if you come in there as a former male, in certain sports you're going to have an advantage. If you came in as a former female, in certain sports you will have another advantage.
So now the question I have for you now is: does that mean we would then need two distinct transgender categories, former males and former females?
I would hope not.
But that is what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, one of the things that for me is one of the things for me that we are forgetting in this conversation is that we unfortunately aren't the ones who would have to drive and push these things. When I speak, because I have transgender friends, right? When I've spoken to them about this particular topic, every single one of the people I've spoken to about it who identify as transgender don't want the categories as well, because their thing is they are not that, right? So in other words, they are seeking inclusion, not exclusion. And it's not for us to determine, hey, well, you shouldn't be here, you shouldn't be there, we're going to create something for you, because that is going directly against the movement that they're trying to create. So as much as we could stay out on the outside and say, well, what we will do is this, but part of the issue is that it's not for us to decide that. Because when the transgender athletes decide that they're not competing there because, well, that is exclusionary, then what happens then?
But that's where I share your opinion, that just because someone says, I am whatever, if I decide tomorrow that I am a tiger, is it appropriate?
That would be a good choice, actually. That's a good choice. But I totally understand.
If I decide I'm a tiger?
That is the point. I
share your opinion on that. But at the same time, I don't believe that just excluding them.
I'm not suggesting exclusion. That is, see, that is the problem. I'm not suggesting exclusion. I'm actually just suggesting inclusion based on reality. That's my thing. I'm suggesting inclusion based on the facts. That's all it is. For me to then go and create separate things, that is separatist and that is exclusion. See, the problem is that once you start going down the slippery road, for instance, so then do we create, just like you said, do we create then a category for the tigers? Do we then create a category for the cranes? Do we then create a category for the lions? Once you start going on the road there, how do you stop?
I do believe, and I do recognize that this is a highly nuanced issue. I want to recognize, for want of a better word, the feelings of people who feel differently from the majority of us. I know this is not a direct or perfect analogy, but, 30, 50 years ago, gay people were told there's something wrong with you. You're delusional. You're either a man or a woman. There's no such thing. Well, we use in the Caribbean, we use in St. Kitts this really wonderful phrase, anti-man. There's no such thing as an anti-man. You're either a man or you're a woman. Well, time has gone along, and we now view that differently.
The truth is, for
me,
me,
possible that 50 years from now, our thinking and our attitude as societies may evolve on the issue of transgender. I won't be around. You will be around 50 years from now, and maybe you could let me know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is, though, even in the example, and you did mention that it's not a perfect analogy, but the idea of homosexuality being somehow taboo, and that in itself is a development. We have societies hundreds and thousands of years back where that was not the norm. So everything continues to evolve, as you say, and we'll have to see. But these conversations are the one we have to have now as we try to shape what we got. And that, for me, that is why it's not a conversation about the particulars of this person or group of people. We have to, for me, that is why the standard should be. What are the facts? What are the realities? If those things change and we learn more, then those things should be the things that inform what we do moving forward. It shouldn't just be based on, hey, I feel or whatever. It should be something that can be tested, proven, and duplicated. That is that.
What about? And I'm here sort of, going subject somewhat. But what happens when one encounters different societies with different attitudes towards these things? It may be accepted in Northern Europe, it may be accepted in North America, but it may be completely rejected maybe on the African continent or on the Indian subcontinent. How would one address this? Let me give you a local example.
But just like what I'm saying is, just like when I go to the Indian countries, I don't shake nobody's hand with my right hand. When I go to them Indian countries, I don't. When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
So would it be okay, let's say in the case of St. Kitts Nevis, if Mrs. Doris Jones and her wife, Mrs. Rachel Pendergrass, turn up at the airport, is our immigration authority obliged to recognize them as wife and wife?
You mean because we don't have those laws in place?
Yes.
Well, for me, that is now a legal matter now, right? That is now a legal matter.
Our society
should
beyond the legal, should our society accept them as Mrs. and Mrs. or in another situation, Mr. and Mr. and simply say, well, it is accepted that this is a legal union, wherever it is they got married, and so therefore when they come to St. Kitts and they want to apply, okay, let's
but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a legal issue for us, What I'm saying is it's a legal issue for them coming. Meaning, if I'm going there and the union isn't recognized, then the union isn't recognized. They would then have a choice if they come. But I don't think they just should come here and decide because it's recognized elsewhere that you should recognize it. Or that should not be the expectation.
Should that couple, if they are applying for CBI citizenship, should we recognize them as a family?
Well, you see, that's what I'm saying. It's legal, meaning it's not even for me to decide. Meaning, if or for them or for anyone, if it's that the marriage is defined as within our laws as between being a man and a woman, then the answer is no. It's not even a matter if it should be or shouldn't be. It is no. Now, if we want to move the conversation forward to be, hey, should it be recognized?
That's what I'm trying to do.
then what happens
That's
is,
what I'm
and
trying to
again,
do. I'm trying to move the conversation,
right,
and not ask you whether or not it is, or
Right.
whether or not it should be.
So
that's what I'm trying to
So
do.
that's what I'm getting to. So if we move the conversation past that now, then for us, the decisions should be made on what I was saying in terms of what it is that we believe marriage to be. Right? That is where the conversation should come from. It shouldn't come from whether this particular two people believe that it should be this way or because these two people love each other or whatever. We have to determine if we are going to evolve it. We should evolve it based on what it is that we are trying. If it so happens that after the discussion that, hey, we believe that marriage is something that fosters family, that fosters procreation and building strong family units, and because of the fact that these two people can whatever, then hey, that is what we decided, and then they would have a decision now to make, as in terms of if they want to apply for CBI here or not. And that's what I'm saying. There's going to be certain situations where, because you are at odds with what is happening, you're going to have to make certain decisions or deal with certain discomforts, and we all are going to end up in situations where that happens to us. It's not exclusive to persons who have different sexual identities. It happens to all of us.
Thank you, sir. May you have a productive and hard-working day.
As you as well.
Yeah, man. Take care of yourself, man. Big up.
Well, that conversation took us down today. Wee bits of the hour. So we do have to go.
Yeah, we do have to go.
Yes. There is a program which is coming up just after hours with, it is called Better with Labor, Women in Focus. So let us get out of here so we can let them get to their business.
You hear what we just talking about? Jacob talk about focusing on women?
Yes.
That was the problem with the guy.
No, his focus was in the wrong place.
But guys, yeah, stay tuned for that. It's coming up next. We have to leave. We gotta go. We gotta do some back. And of course, the man himself came in and disappeared. Big up Mr. World again. Hey, look that guy. But guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the conversation here. Whether you joined us on Facebook, YouTube, winmediaskin.com, or any of the other digital platforms, of course, thank you. If you listen to us on the radio, Real OGs 98.9 FM, we here every day, Monday to Friday, 8 to 10. All right? Please remember, guys, you don't have to learn by the losses, by making them yourself, the L's, Watch your people just make the mistakes. Just look at them. Just watch them and then just walk up. By no mean doing that.
Yeah, but that don't like it makes sense for them. It ain't gonna make sense for me.
Yep. Spend more time, guys, living your content and posting it. It's a big wide world out there. Enjoy it.
Indeed.
And please remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug.